Welcome back, everyone, to Against the Call. This is episode 56, and today we have such a solid lineup for you guys. We're going to go through our pregame, as we always do at the beginning. Then we're going to have our Around the League segment, MLB. First week back from All-Star break, so I'm excited to hear what Michael has to say about all that. You know he's a baseball guy. We got to give him some credit. Of course. Yep. And then Around the League, NFL, there's a few things that are happening, some very big things. I know our friend over at Jay's Fifth Down Podcast is always giving the best stuff on NFL, so make sure to check him out. Quick
He's
little
our
plug
Woj in our group chat.
He's our Woj. Yeah, he is, man. After that, we got our countdown, our most liked NFL players. We've been doing all the disliked for all the leagues, but now we are back with the most liked. Then we're going to have our Mount Rushmore, NBA six-man. We're also going to have start, bench, cut, sporting food. Okay, I see what you're saying here now. Our start, bench, cut with sports, food, and drinks, meaning, we're going to have our prime Gatorade, Powerade, sports drinks, and also sports food that you might get at a game, hot dogs, burgers, tenders. We're going to do our start, bench, cut for that. That's new, We're
it's a
excited
different edition.
It is.
I get a little creative out here.
The dog days of summer are really hitting us at this point. But then after that, we're going to have our sport of tomorrow. It's back. Ostrich racing. Can't wait to hear what Mike has planned for that. We're going to end it off with our draft day, best cartoon characters, and then our post game. So let's jump right into the pregame. Michael, how you been?
I've been great. Before we get started, me and Nick were talking about this earlier today. Man, World of T-shirts, Josh is going crazy out in New York.
He's like full on attacking people at this point, and he's almost got hit by that car.
He's literally an NPC, dude. He threw that box in the video you sent. He wants some more as he's running away.
And that's the thing, though. People are saying if there's not a character like him in GTA 6, and I'm not playing it, it's perfect for GTA.
It really is. I think it's a GTA game when I'm watching it.
Yeah, and I mean, he fits right into New York. I'm seeing that. I'm like, that's New York. That's Josh.
He is the king of New York. He's the king of the city. Kicks. Yeah. And they're this exact same comebacks. You unemployed piece of shit.
But yeah, his whole life is TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. He surprises me. But anyways, for the pregame, thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode. Make sure you guys are leaving a like, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Going over to our socials. Links are in all of our descriptions, whether you're on the Spotify, Apple Podcast, or the YouTube. And if you're on the YouTube, make sure to keep getting that subscriber count up. Let's hit 500 soon. And as we mentioned before, it is the dog days of summer, so there's not a whole lot that is going on, but we are so excited for next month when we can really start pumping out all the good football content. Against the Call lives on football content, so we're excited to get back there. But let's jump into our first segment right off the bat. Around the League, MLB, first week back from the All-Star break.
Yeah, it's interesting that after seeing the beginning of the season versus now, there's these teams that just was going off and now they just aren't. First off, I'm not going to say this team because it's not a big surprise. I mean, they're still doing great. The Rays, they dropped to second place in the East behind the Orioles. That's a surprising thing. The Orioles in first place. Wow. No one saw
Yankees
that coming.
At the bottom.
Yankees at the bottom. That's literally the opposite. Everyone thought the Orioles would be the bottom. Yankees would be at the top, but that's not how it is. And then over here at the NL, the Pirates at the bottom of the division.
Let's go. I mean, sorry for my favorite MLB player, G-Man Choi. I'm sorry, but I was watching the game today as we were filming this. There was a Pirates Guardians game. I saw Choi hit just a straight line drive. It was beautiful.
Beautiful hit. But they were so hyped up at the beginning of the year. It's the Pirates doing this good. Are we going to see a
second in the league.
Pirates versus Rays World Series? Nope.
Nope. Now the Cardinals are not at the bottom anymore. Let's go. And also the Cardinals have been faring up pretty decently this time around with the Marlins.
Yeah, that's I could see that. And the Reds are having an amazing year as well. They're 2.5 games back now behind the Brewers, but the first place and second place of the Central is going back and forth. And then the Dodgers are back at the top at the 55-40 record. Diamondbacks dropped down 2 places, being in third place in the division, but only 2 games back. 2 games back. And the Padres still 10 games back. What a disappointment for them. I mean, nothing really surprising in the East going on. The Angels, however, they are going into a slump, heading back into the AL. The AL Central, it's this AL Central barely the first place team is still under every team in the East. the worst division in baseball. That's all you got to – nothing really changed there. But in the AL West, Rangers leading it, Astros, Mariners, Angels in fourth. Angels just hit 500 again. Bro, they are going through a slump right now.
Is Ohtani going to the Rays?
No. I don't think even Rays fans believe he would go there.
It's a wild card destination.
That was my next point is Ohtani is apparently on the trade block. And
finally,
where will he go? I mean, the big names are Dodgers, Yankees, Braves are all the big names. But I don't see him going to any of them, honestly. I can see teams like the Mariners, the Giants, the Orioles, or even the Mets, because I think the Yankees and Dodgers obviously have a lot to give, but these teams have more in the farm system that would be more fitting for the Angels. So I can see, especially the Mariners and the Orioles, an amazing farm system, and there they can give they would give up their top 5 prospects, probably top 3 to 5 prospects. Mets have a mix of both. They can give players now and prospects.
Which brings up one of my next points I want to talk with you about. I pray that Ohtani doesn't go to the Mets because there's something going on there that's a little bit of a curse, I feel like. I feel like they just can't get over the hump. I don't know if it's because Frank the Tank is in the stands or he's just always a fan, but I don't know what's going on, but they can't even – I mean, they're looking like the A's at some points during the season. Can't catch a routine, pop fly.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But, they're not going to make the playoffs look based off how they're playing right now. They can't catch a break. Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer just aren't doing it. Based off there's injuries and there's the new pitch clock. Some pitchers don't like, just doesn't work well with them. Mets are cursed though. They're the cursed New York team, but honestly the Yankees are kind of cursed too. They get these all-star teams and still get out in the playoffs, not even make the World Series. But maybe it's New York. Maybe just New York's cursed.
I don't know about New York being cursed. I mean, they have some teams that are just not great, but I mean, they've had teams with a lot of success, including the Yankees.
No, I'm saying like maybe they're cursed from winning a championship right now, like baseball wise.
Oh, in baseball, like baseball, New York teams in baseball, possibly. I mean, when was the last time that the Yankees won?
2009.
2009,
and they won last time, but they haven't been since 2009, and they hit these all-star caliber teams. And they don't even make it to the World Series. They lose in the first round, second round, every year.
Yeah, man. It's just like, the kings have fallen, man. It's just the dynasties.
It's those fans. Fallen. Those fans deserve not to get a team to go to the World Series. Actually, I like the Mets. I mind the Mets. But the Yankee fans, fuck them.
Yeah. I feel like the Mets are like the good children of New York. Like I never have had like any
there's the Bronx is the Yankees, and then Brooklyn. Mets play in Brooklyn, I'm pretty sure. Citi Field's in Brooklyn, I think. I'm pretty sure. But the Bronx, dude, that's not a great area.
It really isn't. I mean, and it's funny to see like, how New York reacts to like the
Citi Field's in Queens, my bad.
Queens, yeah. It's funny how like NBA fans react to like the Nets too. All of them that are in New York, they just most of them despise the Nets.
Yeah.
Everybody's pro Knicks there and everything like that. But anyways, anything else for MLB?
Nothing really. Just the big Ohtani news. We'll see where he goes, but nothing else really.
Yeah. As we get closer to October, of course, we'll be keeping you more updated on all the big news of MLB. But let's head into our next segment, Around the League, NFL.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of news going on. Big news. Not a lot, but there's big news happening. We'll start off with this one, DeAndre Hopkins signing with the Titans on a 2-year deal.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that even happened, if I'm being honest, because it was just it was out of the blue for me. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm sitting there and I see all these reports about it, rumors, as they always are, and I'm just like, there's just no way.
Why? Why?
Money.
I mean, yeah, but like he wanted to go to. I mean, that's where all-star wide receivers go to die. It feels like.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, you're really only thinking of Julio Jones, and I mean, he didn't even do that good on the Bucs either.
Yeah.
So, there's been obviously great wide receivers for Tennessee. Look at AJ Brown.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's so crazy, and I mean, Obviously, he didn't go to the Patriots. I guess he didn't have enough money or something.
I don't know why the Patriots didn't. They had the money for it. They could have done that. It makes no sense to me.
It happens every year. Every year this happens.
I gotta hold on. I'm trying to find this.
Every year we see a good wide receiver in a Patriots jersey, and it hasn't happened since Randy Moss. Even then, he didn't win a Super Bowl. Do you think maybe Randy Moss is a curse for that? All these big names trying to not go into that.
Maybe that's why Bill Belichick doesn't want to sign a big name wide receiver.
Maybe. We keep throwing curse around. I'm not trying to say everything's cursed. I'm sorry. What is cursed is the Bills, though.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I truly believe that.
They'll never have a Super Bowl, unfortunately.
At this point, no. Nah.
Yeah, but in other news,
wait. How do you think the Titans are going to fare up now with DeAndre Hopkins?
Just like how the Cardinals did last year. I mean,
Kyler had a lot of injuries.
Yeah, but and
a lot of Call of Duty. A lot of updates went down.
I mean, I like Ryan Tannehill. Don't get me wrong, but they don't have anything else other than Derrick Henry, and it's two players. They have two of the best players at their position, yes, but I mean, two players can't carry a team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know the Tennessee defense because that's something I haven't dived into. But I mean, as far as last year goes, I mean, this team isn't.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'll give them that.
But I think that with DeAndre Hopkins, I'm looking at them and I'm saying they can definitely compete more than they could have without him in the AFC South.
Yeah, I still think the Jaguars are probably going to win the division.
I'm still saying the Jaguars too, but I'm saying that now I could see the Titans getting that second spot. I think that as far as the AFC South goes, and once we get closer to football season, we'll give all of our full predictions. But I think that literally every single team that is under the Jaguars could go any way.
I can see that too. At the end of the day, I actually can't say. I don't know right now who would become second, third, fourth. I will stick with Jaguars winning, but I don't know who would be second, third, fourth in that division. Now with Hopkins, I could see them being second. They can probably get
with Tannehill healthy.
Yeah, and Tannehill healthy. I feel like he gets a little bit too much disrespect. Yeah, I think he's not as bad as people say.
I don't think he is either. Would you say he's better than Daniel Jones?
I'd put them on the same level.
Okay.
But who would I take? I'd take Tannehill over Daniel Jones with that contract.
Yeah, fair.
I mean,
money was involved, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not even gonna get started on that. Get Zach Levinson on this podcast. We'll talk about that next
soon,
time.
Bro. We're gonna have a lot of good guests for you guys when football season comes around.
Yeah. But in other news, huge news is running back situation right now. Saquon Barkley and the Giants cannot come to an agreement, and he may sit out a few games with the running backs standing up with Saquon because they aren't getting enough pay.
Yeah, we're seeing a little running back strike happening.
Yeah, there might be
look out for fantasy guys. I mean, we weren't even going to start picking running backs anyways after last year.
I'm picking a running back first pick.
No, you're not.
Are
you joking with me right now?
I don't know. Am I? You really think I'm going to tell you my?
Okay. Well, we don't even know our picks yet for our fantasy, but I'm not stupid. I mean, wide receivers are going first. Let's be
right.
Right. Yeah. Who are you picking? Derrick Henry? I mean, you got him as your offensive player of the year, whatever.
I mean, now he can.
Now they have a receiver.
They're not going to be focusing all the defense on Derrick Henry. I mean, opposite teams aren't going to be focusing everything on Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but also that DeAndre Hopkins is still going to be getting yards from Derrick Henry, away from Derrick Henry.
AJ Brown was on that team when Derrick Henry won Offensive Player of the Year.
Okay, well, also AJ Brown. I mean, at the time, are you really trying to say AJ Brown is like DeAndre Hopkins?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't know what this act is, but just carry on, man. Yeah, I don't know what's up, but yeah, with Saquon, very, very interesting. Just the whole situation in general. I mean, I think I saw something the other day. The average pay for a kicker is like 2.1 mil
this season,
and this upcoming season. And now the running back average pay is $900K. Is that not crazy?
That is crazy. I think Ramondre Stevenson this year is making just over $1 million for the Patriots.
Wow.
2 years ago, Damian Harris was making $900,000. Last year, he made like just the same thing, just over $1 million. Leonard Fournette, I think
he had
made
like two. He had $2 million. Yeah,
$2 million a season.
Yeah.
I know Christian McCaffrey and Derrick Henry, they're making good money, but they're the best running backs in the game. But I mean, Saquon deserves that money.
Yeah, of course, he's one of the best running backs.
He's arguably a top 3, definitely a top 5
Yeah.
running back.
And that's the thing, though, is with these running backs, their focus is, they're not durable enough. Like they would rather put their resources into a kicker that they would have for decades.
Yeah, and running back you can get injured really easily.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the best cases for this whole running back scenario in my head goes straight to Todd Gurley.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best running backs I've ever seen, honestly, at the NFL level. That's just me personally. And then fell off the world.
After that,
nobody
Super Bowl.
talks about him anymore.
Yeah.
And I mean, he bounced to, I think, the Falcons. They barely used him.
Yeah, and then he got made fun of for it.
Yeah.
that one play.
It's just like, I feel bad for the running backs because the running back is such a vital position in the NFL. But yet, like, this doesn't fully surprise me that it's happening because of they want to put their resources elsewhere.
I mean, yeah, look at Zeke.
Yeah, and look how much these quarterbacks are getting paid, which is deserved. Don't get me wrong, but
Daniel Jones.
Okay, not Daniel Jones, obviously, but I'm talking about Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, getting these like paydays or future paydays. That's obviously deserved. Pretty much the whole football team revolves around a quarterback.
Yeah, obviously that's the most important position on.
But the running back, you need a running back. If not one running back, you definitely need 2 in your backfield. So it doesn't surprise me, and I mean, as sad as that sounds, but at the same time, like, it's not deserved at all. I don't see why a kicker would be getting paid more than a running back. You get paid to kick a ball. I'm not saying that's like easy or anything. Obviously,
I kind of do it, but
I'm not like Ninja. Or, Ninja's like, you get paid to kick a ball. Like, I'm not saying that, but your main goal is to kick a ball. Whereas
far.
Far. Whereas the running back is putting his life on the line. Like, that's how most sports is. Yeah. I mean,
they
your
have
life
to
is
go
on
through
the line.
literal walls of men just to push through that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're scared they might get hurt. I mean, you can look at Christian McCaffrey. When he signed that big contract with the Panthers, he got hurt right off the bat.
Exactly.
So, I mean, maybe I don't think they should get paid as much as quarterbacks, or honestly, I don't think they should get paid as much as wide receivers, but I think they should get paid up there.
Yeah.
Like, at least over $10 million a year for a good running back.
Mm-hmm.
Like Saquon, I think they offered him $15 million a year, somewhere around that range.
It's very good.
It's very good, but I mean, what's Christian McCaffrey? Let me look at McCaffrey's contract right now.
I mean, also with a contract, you got to think about how much these running backs are moving around. I mean, I feel like, every year I'm trying to see who's the new running back for this, who's the new running. I mean, look at Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's not even going to be like 1 or 2 on that field for the Chiefs next year.
Damn. Yeah, it's true. And he got a lot of hype his rookie year.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, he even started great the first half of the season last year.
That's why, like, as a Patriots fan, I've realized not to get hooked to a running back, because what they do is literally just get a rookie running back for 4 years and let them do their thing. And then when they need to get paid, all right, you can go.
He's learned from the Sony Michel jersey.
Sony Michel. And then, I mean, literally anyone. There was LeGarrette Blount, Sony Michel, Damian Harris. Other than James White,
yeah,
he's the only running back that the Patriots really like stuck, because he was like a wide receiver running back.
Am I wrong? But was Rex Burkhead on there?
He was.
Yeah. Okay.
He was really cheap though. Like, he was a running back 2, running back 3.
Yeah, he's been cheap.
Yeah.
I think he's still in the Texans. Could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure. So his oh damn. Actually, McCaffrey's base salary this year is going to be $1 million.
Wow.
And then next year will be $11 million, and 2025 $12 million. Dang, they actually. Shit. That's not a lot at all for McCaffrey. What about Derrick Henry? Like, okay. This is the best running back in the league, arguably. Fucking come on. Slow Wi-Fi, guys. Slow
Bro,
Wi-Fi.
we need our producer.
That's what Luke has been saying on the uppercut.
Yeah, I listened to it a few weeks ago and I heard it's like, yo, we need Nick.
He said on the last podcast, it's like, Nick is on his 16th vacation of this. But with Derrick Henry, this year he's making $10 million. Is this his last year? Oh no, it doesn't know what he's making next year or the year after that though. Last year he made $4 million. The year before that, 10. That's
I mean he's getting solid numbers for running back.
Yeah, 4-year for $50 million contract is what he signed.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. I mean, they aren't making a lot. Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. He deserves more than that. But there's also there's players that like take pay cuts to build around their team.
Mm-hmm.
So running backs do deserve more. I see why there's probably gonna be like some sort of small strike going on. Saquon we probably won't see. Take notes, fantasy owners.
Yeah.
Our fantasy analysis: don't take Saquon Barkley in the first round.
That's who John will probably pick. So.
I'm gonna try to hype up players to John to pick. This is how I mentally finesse his team.
He won't. He'll pick Mike Evans first.
No, Tom Brady's gonna leave it somehow. He'll pick Tom Brady first.
I think you still can do that.
Oh yeah, because it's like 3 years after for fantasy.
Yeah, because you could still pick up like Drew Brees. I remember that.
Picks Tom Brady in the first pick.
Maybe he's coming back. Maybe John knows something we don't.
Dude, even if it's Tom Brady, like he's not the best wide quarterback.
Yeah, he really let me down in one league last year. But anyways, let's move on.
But there was some other small news. Leonard Fournette sticking with running backs. He's working out with the Patriots. He's had interest ever since he left the Jaguars. Like every offseason, he's gone to the Patriots to work out. And then also in running back news, Joe Mixon restructures his contract to stay with Cincinnati. Damn, they really just took more money away from a running back right there. He's good too. He is a really good running back. And then Matthew Stafford declined to restructure his contract with the Rams. But that's all the big news that's going on right now in the NFL.
There's also one more thing. Tua Tagovailoa getting a full arm sleeve tattoo.
What? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's gonna be. It's already been hinted at. Like you can see, like he's said it himself too. But it's been hinted at. You can see like from his long. He's been wearing a lot of long sleeves. He's gonna show it off, I guess, at like one of the fall camps or something like that, or preseason, something like that. I don't really remember, but yeah, he's got a full tribal arm sleeve tattoo. That's gonna be so fire.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty sick.
I sent a reel earlier today about it, and it was basically just saying like, put all your money for him to win MVP.
Nah. No thanks.
Still gonna be better than the Patriots. So let's move on to our countdown here. Most liked NFL players.
Yeah, this is I thought this was a pretty good one. We'll want to do the thing that we've done the past couple.
Yeah, sure.
All right, but I'll start us off. I have an honorable mention real quick. I put Jason Kelsey. I mean, he's super liked. You can say both the Kelsey brothers. But at my 5, I went with Christian McCaffrey. I think the only people that don't like Christian McCaffrey is if you just hate the 49ers.
Or if you play against him in fantasy.
Yeah, if you play against him in fantasy, you're going to hate him. But, like, no one really hates McCaffrey. He's like nothing. He doesn't talk shit. He doesn't. Like all he does is beat you in fantasy. That's the only thing people can have him. He's actually he's like a cool dude. Like I see him in interviews. He's like just chill.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he's I don't really see people like hate on him personally. Like I see other players.
No. And like even when he like underperforms, there's not really a lot of hate.
Yeah,
either.
no. The only people like he got hurt
other
a lot.
Than, like Panthers fans, here and there.
Yeah, but
they're struggling with a lot, so I got to give them some slack.
Yeah, but. I really just don't see anyone hate on him.
Yeah.
So,
for my honorable mention, Hendon Hooker.
He's not like
he's currently in the league, but I can't have him on this list because he hasn't like took the field yet, or even preseason yet. So this is my honorable mention. At my number 5, I have Mr. Joe Burr. Joe Burrow. There
Joe
we go,
Burrow.
man. Yeah, how
Yeah.
can you hate this guy? I mean,
Bro,
he's
he's
loved by every single race, every single gender. I mean, there's nobody.
Man pulled Livy Dunn.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking, he's a good looking dude. Let's be honest.
Smoking cigar,
Yeah,
all
man.
these fire pictures.
I mean, how can you hate this guy? And I mean, I started, liking this dude.
Chiefs hate him. Chiefs fans don't like him.
Yeah, Burrowhead.
Yeah.
They hate that.
And he didn't even make that up. That's
But I mean, I've liked him since college. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, he's a cold guy. Like he's the definition of cold. Like he's the villain. Like he really is. In
He's a
some
villain
cases.
that's super humble.
Yeah, exactly. He can either be the Batman or he could be, I don't really want to say the Joker because Joker's kind of crazy, but he can be the Batman or he can be the bad guy. Like it's just however you look at him, and either way he's gonna do it with poise and just
Either
great
Batman
attitude.
or he could be the Thanos.
Yeah, or the Thanos. Yeah, that's good analogy there.
But yeah, actually, I have him at 4. At my number 4 is Joe Burrow, and I mean, I'm happy to say that us UCF made him.
Yeah, bro. And that too, we made him. Like we made him who he is today. Me and John the other day, we actually went back and like watched the highlights of that game. We watched that hit on Joe Burrow. We were like, that had to have hurt.
I mean, yeah, we got him prepared. He's like taking those hits like crazy now while he's on the Bengals. His entire career.
Yeah, bro. That really knocked some sense into him, made him Heisman winner. So you're welcome, UCF. Made Joe Burrow.
Yeah, but yeah, my number 4 is Joe Burrow. Super humble dude. Other than Chiefs fans that don't like him for something he didn't even say.
And they don't like him because he beats them.
Yeah.
Other than last year. Well, last year was a little controversial.
They should have won that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my 4. What about you?
So my 4 is somebody that has mentioned Burrowhead, Travis Kelce. I mean, how can you not like this guy? I mean, he is not liked by some people, but I like him for the sole fact that, I mean, there's a lot of tight ends in the league that just like you like,
Mm-hmm.
And I texted you before asking like if it was current or like past, and in the future we'll do a pass. And I'll tell you right now, one of my passes is going to be Rob Gronkowski. That was who I was going to put on this list.
Yeah.
Who can hate him? And Travis Kelce kind of has that same sort of attitude. He's a fun-spirited guy. Like, there's nothing that really gets him down. And I mean, even though, sometimes you're watching that thing where he's like calling out the governor of Cincinnati, and some people might not like that. I think it's funny. Like, I think that he was like, bro, head my ass, like all that. Like, not a lot of guys would get on the microphone and say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he has like proven himself time and time again where it's like he really could be in the conversation for one of the best tight ends if he keeps this up, like at the end of his career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's obviously the best tight end in the league right now. And for him to like do all this with people saying the tight end position is dying, this just makes it even better for Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously you've seen the clip, him at the White House. He's like, I've been waiting a long time for this. Like, who knows what he was going to say? Oh, actually I did watch what he was going to say. It was on their own podcast. I think he was just going to say something like, I've always wanted to like be at the presidential podium or something like that. But Patrick Mahomes, little baby, stupid freaking loser, had to take him away. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I actually like Patrick Mahomes. But anyways, so yeah, Travis Kelce is on there for me.
Yeah, it's a solid pick. I don't think he's the most liked tight end in the league.
I mean, he's not the most liked, but this is my list.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, actually. Fair. But at my 3, I have an Atlanta Falcons player right now, Cordero Patterson.
Really?
Yeah, like he got like his year, he stepped up and became a really good running back fantasy wise, and just for the Falcons after the Todd Gurley. Like, I saw a lot of people like happy for this guy because he was always pushed out to the side as a backup. He was on the Patriots for a season, and then when he went to the Falcons, had that off went off that year. I saw everything like people like they're so happy for this guy. Like no one like hates him. Mm-hmm. They just wish for the best for him because he's not a guy that is a dick in the sport. And it's tough that he's not going to be running back 1 this year, even though he's good enough to be. I think he has the potential, but he's more of like a utility player. It seems like he's like a James White type of running back. He can play wide receiver at times, but I only see good things come out of him. I don't see anyone hate on him. I don't see any division rivals hate on him. But yeah, that's my 3.
You know what college you went to?
No.
Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I mean, it's a surprising pick, but I definitely see why you picked him. At my number 3, I had Joe Burrow on there for being so cold. He's got that like swagger to him, right? Number 3 he's changing the game in the way that he's having swagger.
Mac Jones.
Okay, nah. That I don't know what he's a little pansy. He kind of does that little thing that you know that picture. But no, Justin Jefferson at my number 3, inventor of the gritty. I think I don't know.
I don't think he's that inventor.
We'll say he is. But he definitely made the gritty like a big thing. And I mean, he's a cold man too. Like all the pictures of him. He's got it going on. He's made his own image, and that's what I respect about him. Also, like, he's got to carry the Vikings all the time. Give him respect for that. One of the best wide receivers in the game. Also, he helped me out in fantasy, so shout out to him, of course. But yeah, Justin Jefferson is on there. He's just a beloved guy, and I just had to put him on this list.
Yeah, I saw him on a couple lists I was looking at. But for my number 2, I have who I think is the most liked tight end in the league now, and that's George Kittle.
Yeah.
He's a lot of tight ends are just like the top 3 tight ends like past couple of years was Gronk, Kittle, and Kelsey. All of them like have like the same personality. They're like the same person. They make these jokes. They joke around with their teams. No one hates them. I don't see anyone hate on these top tight ends. I do see people hate on Kelsey at times
and Kittle.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen much on Kittle.
I've seen like Kittle get a little hate for like just like. It's not like as much hate for himself. It's just like stuff he's like said like with Jimmy Garoppolo, just like wearing his shirt and all that. Like
standing up for his teammate.
Some people like just don't like that.
That's weird. That's stupid.
Some people like are making fun of him for like having him on his own shirt and like shit like that.
No, I like him because of that, because he stands up for like his QB1. Whoever he thinks QB1, he's gonna stick up for him. I respect that. He works with what he got.
Also, Chiefs fans don't like him
because there's people that say George Kittle's better than Kelsey at times.
Yeah,
and that's why. But yeah, I have George Kittle too.
Yeah, super solid. I mean, George Kittle is a really fun guy. I personally love like the whole like him and Jimmy G thing. I think it was funny, and now he's rocking with Brock Purdy. So shout out to him. But at my number 2. It could have went. This list could have had like a lot of names on it because I like just a whole lot of players in the NFL. It's very hard to like make a solid 5 list. But at my number 2, I'm gonna go Mike Evans. He's just like loyalty plays a big thing into liking players as well. With him being super loyal to the Bucks and he's making a Hall of Fame career with the Bucks. I mean, he's ultimately turned that thinking college football. He's ultimately turned that franchise around. And I gotta like show love and respect to Mike Evans. I mean, he really is one of the best wide receivers in the game when he has a good arm thrown to him. I mean, he's had I think 9 or 10 years of 1,000 yards or plus.
Yeah, he hasn't had a season under 1,000 yards,
which is just insane to think about. But this list is more of like off the field, and he's always kind of like doing things off the field. I think he's been nominated for Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Yeah.
For the Bucks. Everybody picks a guy, and he's been there before. He's a great guy.
Yeah. But at number 1, I have a feeling we're on the same number 1 because I think is the most liked all around, and that's Jamal Williams, the running back.
Oh no, it's not mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I really thought this was the easy one for me. Everyone loves Jamal Williams.
I mean, I love him, but I didn't really think about him, honestly.
He's so funny. Even before games, he goes up to the other team and they're just joking around with them. No player hates him. No fan hates him. And
you want him on your team.
Yeah, that's the type of player you want on your team. He's a good guy, very good at making team chemistry. He can easily build that up. I mean, look at the Lions. Without him last year, they wouldn't have done as good, I don't think. He was amazing for them. He stepped up for when DeAndre Swift was out, and he was good fantasy too. He did really good for fantasy.
Yeah. But not to mention just wearing the Naruto headband in the press conferences and talking about Pokemon. And, that one time he was like crying and then just straight up like stopped crying and started talking about like, y'all doubted me, like all this stuff. Like I don't remember what he said exactly, but it was funny.
And then when they were asking him why he left the Packers, that interview, he's like saying, "I didn't leave. They left me."
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. I wasn't thinking about him, but yeah, really? I put him as an honorable mention. Yeah.
Wow. Then who's your number 1?
Number 1 may shock you. It really might, but As much as I hate Oklahoma, man, I love Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield is my number one.
Really?
Yeah.
The most liked player in the NFL is Baker Mayfield.
For me, yeah. I'm not. He's not liked by a lot of people in the NFL. I'll tell you that. But speaking of Oklahoma, my liking for him goes back to the Oklahoma days. I mean, when you look at have you ever seen him during the Kansas game?
Yeah, he was like on the yelling at them, right?
He's yelling at them and grabbing his nuts.
That's what it was.
And he was like, "Go back to playing basketball," and all that stuff. I mean, not only that, but he planted the Oklahoma flag. And what game was that? I forgot. But he planted the Oklahoma flag, and I mean that can be seen as disrespectful, but I think it's funny, honestly. I mean, if it happened to my team, yeah, mad disrespect. But,
you'd be so depressed.
but I mean, it's Baker Mayfield. I mean, he's just a fun guy, and I mean, I don't know if you remember, but I mean, also, liking the Browns and stuff, he really got me into the Browns a lot. I mean, I have his jersey, his Browns jersey, and seeing him make it to the playoffs that year, just incredible. He built that team up. I mean, he was basically like how Tim Couch was with the Browns. Yeah. Came in, was a game changer his second year, and I mean, Baker's. I saw a video today, man. He's shotgunning with a fan out on a golf course. I mean, how do you not like this guy?
A dub.
Yeah, and I mean, he got thrown to the Panthers, then thrown to the Rams, and now he's on the Bucks. So I'm, definitely rocking with him. I
mean, his first game with the Rams, he did good.
I know. I remember that was a big talking point for us when he came in, and he's an electric player.
He just goes through a cycle.
Yeah, he does. And I mean, I'm hoping that doesn't happen with the Bucks. I mean, I'm hoping that he really finds his groove. Maybe he definitely wasn't supposed to be a first overall pick with the way he's played. But he's a Heisman winner, and he's a fun guy. So that's why I had to pick him. I've always loved him.
Super solid list right there.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap it up for the countdown of our most liked NFL players. We're going to head into a Mount Rushmore. This week's Mount Rushmore is the best NBA six men of ever.
Of ever, yeah. Yeah, you want me to start it off?
Yeah, sure. You can start it off.
All right. So the number one face that has to go on this Mount Rushmore, we all know it. It's going to be on here. Give me the king of six man, Lou Williams. I mean, literally the king. I remember growing up and I was like, this guy wins the award every year, it felt like. I mean, whenever he didn't win the award, I was like, who else is it going to? Lou Williams always coming off the bench, giving his best work. I mean, his time with the Clippers was exceptional. Mm-hmm. He's an all-around great player. My number two, he's kind of been more recent, I guess you could say. I mean, probably the past 5-6 years. Jordan Clarkson is on my list as one of the best six men. I mean, when you got a guy who can come off the bench for any team, I mean, I think he did have a lot of starting with the Lakers because that team was so young. But what he's done with the Jazz, especially when they were like the 1 or 2 seed just a few years ago. Especially, I know they were really good in the bubble. And Jordan Clarkson played a lot of homage in that. That's not the right word, but he played a big role. Sorry, he played a big role in that Jazz team, and he's still putting up great numbers. So I got to put him on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a number 3. Give me one of the best ball handlers in the game, Jamal Crawford. He's he was getting a little old, and of course he was getting that six-man role, but he's won the award 1 or 2 times, maybe more. 3 times. So I forgot to look at all that, but I remember him being a great six-man. Another guy who was a great six-man for the Clippers as well.
Yeah.
He's always been that guy. And my number 4, it could have went to different people. I'll tell you right now, I was thinking about picking Manu Ginobili, but he wasn't a six-man for a long time.
Yeah, he was. Most of his career was a six-man.
Was he really?
Mm-hmm. Only 3 out of his 16-year
never mind.
career.
I'm thinking about Tony Parker. Sorry, this is off the top of my head. That's my fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could have picked Manu Ginobili, but I got him mixed up with Tony Parker. So you can have him there if you want. But at my number 4, I'll go with a guy who helped another three-peat happen, Tony Kukoc, with the Chicago Bulls. I remember watching the Last Dance documentary, and his impact on the team was tremendous when he joined.
Mm-hmm.
He was that shooter that they needed to come off the bench, and he played a great role. So I'll give him the 4. But you can have guys. I think another one that I was planning on picking, which you may have done, I don't know yet, but another guy I was planning on picking was James Harden. But he
was
obviously
really one,
it wasn't that long, you know.
It was only when he was in OKC.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick that.
Yeah, very, very solid list from you. For me, I have two of the same. I have obviously Lou Williams. A lot of people argue as him as the GOAT of the six man. I agree. He's won 3 Six Man of the Year awards. He was a monster off the bench, like you said. He was like the best of the little guys in the league. He was mentored actually by Allen Iverson, and actually he has a song written by him. Drake written a song about him called Six Man.
Hey, yeah. In the six, bro.
But you said everything about him already. But his career stats was 13 points per game, 3.4 assists, and 1,100 plus games with 17-year career. And then with the next one, I have Jamal Crawford. He's also known as the GOAT of the six man. They both share the most awards at 3. He had a killer crossover. He was a great teammate. He even won Teammate of the Year and known by many, like I said, as the GOAT. His career stats was 14 points per game, 3.4 assists, and 13 plus 100 games in a 20-year career. Then my next one I have, you mentioned him. You didn't have him on your list, though, is Manu Ginobili. He was crowned the Sixth Man of the Year in 2008. He's introduced to the NBA. He introduced to the NBA the Euro step, actually. Just crazy to think of. Like, so recently, the Euro step was just introduced in the league. And he had one of the best left hands in the game has ever seen. He's a Hall of Famer, 4-time champ, 2-time All-NBA, 2-time All-Star. And he's only was a starter for 3 out of the 16 years he's played. And his career stats is 13.3 points per game, 3.8 assists per game in 10+ thousand games. And he had a 16-year career. Yeah. And then my last one, I went back into the days, and it's not super long. It was the 80s. Kevin McHale, Celtics.
When he said I'm going back, I was like, he's picking Kevin.
I mean, he deserves it. He was a big part in those championship teams with Larry Bird. He won back-to-back Six Man of the Years in 1984 and 1985. He was a key contributor to the 3 championships in the 80s. A Hall of Famer, 7-time All-Star, 3-time champion. His career stats, 17.9 points per game, 7 rebounds in 13 years. I just think he deserves to be on this list because of how dominant he was with those teams.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's a great list. I can't believe I got that mixed up, but there's a lot been going on, so I'm not really going to stress on it too much. But, of course, that was our Mount Rushmore for our NBA six-man. Let's head into one segment that we've done before, obviously, with Start Bench Cut, but this time with no players. This time we're going to have our personal opinion on what we like and what we don't like as far as eating and drinking goes. And
sport food / drink edition.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think we're gonna agree on like all of these, honestly.
Every single one?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right, let's start us off then with the first one. Prime, Gatorade, and Powerade.
Yeah. So, well, like, I'm not saying that we're going to have, like, I think that we're all going to cut the same one. That's what I kind of meant.
Okay.
But, so I'll start us off here. Prime, Gatorade, Powerade. I'm cutting Powerade.
Okay.
I'm cutting Powerade. There's a few good flavors. It's always the one that you go to.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all, but it's always the one you go to if you like don't have Gatorade there. And like if the teen mom ever brought, Powerade, you're like, man, I was hoping it was Gatorade. You know what I mean? You're like, it's still good, but like just like the orange just isn't as good as the Gatorade. The purple. The purple was the best Powerade.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The purple was the best one.
Also the blue.
Blue
honestly,
wasn't bad.
I like the blue as well. But the yellow wasn't as good as the Gatorade, obviously.
Yeah, yellow I didn't like.
You can't beat Gatorade's yellow, but yeah. So I'm gonna obviously cut that one. Who I'm gonna bench?
I think I know this.
Yeah, you know it. It's gonna be Prime.
Yeah.
It's just now. Don't get me wrong, and I've told Michael this a million times. Like Michael actually introduced me to Prime. He was all for it. It's really good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really good, but I can't see myself like drinking it. Also, it's pretty expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
It's expensive. They're finessing you, but
yeah, they really are. But like, I just can't see myself drinking like guzzling one down after like a hot summer day. It's And I know there's not a lot of sugars in it,
but it's sweet.
but it's very sweet. And
it's
like
the coconut water, I think.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love them. I wish I could try every flavor. I tried like the moonshot one or whatever it's called.
Have you tried the
So good.
strawberry, the pink one?
No, I haven't.
That's the best one.
I gotta try it. I mean, the blue ones that you've given me, pretty good. Now the lime one,
I remember the first time I introduced you to blue, you said this was terrible. You're like, this is not good.
Yeah, it had to like. I'm not gonna like say that wasn't true. Yeah, it has to like really get you. You have to get used to it because it's sweet.
Yeah.
And I was expecting more of that like Gatorade, like athletic kind of drink flavor.
Yeah.
And it was.
I remember I introduced it to him and John. They were sitting
Yeah.
there. They tried it. They're like, this is not good.
But I mean, I'm still sticking with my main point, which Gatorade is better, and so I'm gonna start Gatorade, especially for sports drinks. I mean, yeah, Prime has taken over a lot of like official sports drinks. I'll give them that.
Arsenal, Barcelona.
Yeah, UFC, of course.
UFC.
But I mean, like Gatorade still is the big dog in the sports drinking world. I know Prime is relatively new, but Gatorade is still so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Especially, and I'm looking at more of this as like what you want to drink when you're like sweaty and you've been working out, playing sports. It's Gatorade.
Interesting. For me, I'm cutting Powerade as well. I agree with you. I mean, it's good. I'll drink it any day. If you hand it to me, sure, I'll have it. But it's not as good as the others too. I'm benching Gatorade.
I knew you were. I knew you were. It's just crazy.
I really like Prime though. I don't like their energy drinks, but I don't like energy drinks. I like their
which their energy drinks aren't bad. I did see something with the FDA, which I'm kind of like crap. I drank that, but
no, it was like in Canada. And then they came out. We don't even produce in Canada because like they don't.
It's fake.
It's fake. It was like they don't officially produce in Canada. But I'm benching Gatorade. I love Gatorade. I'll drink it any day of the week. It's good. It's good. But I'm starting Prime. I can drink Prime all the time. It's something I like. I can supplement it and drink it like when I'm at the gym. I bring it to the gym when I have it. I think it's just really good to me. It's like there's not a lot of sugar, but it's sweet. It has taste. It doesn't taste like colored water. Like Powerade at times can taste like just flavored water. That's why I put Powerade at cut. Gatorade doesn't do that. But like, I would rather take Blue Prime over Blue Gatorade. I think it's better. I'd rather take Purple Prime over Purple Gatorade. I'd take more Prime flavors than I would Gatorade. Like there's flavors like actually, is there a green Gatorade? I'm pretty sure.
A green Gatorade? Yeah, I mean, there's a few different.
There's that one. I like green Gatorade better than green Prime. Like the green apple, I'm pretty sure is what it's called.
Yeah, the green apple. They also got that like cucumber, which is bad.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's bad. that one's not good. But like, I'd rather drink Prime any day over Gatorade. I'm not hating Gatorade though. Like I can see why people put it over.
You got your own taste buds, you know. You got your own taste buds.
Yeah,
what can you do?
Yeah. But that's the first one. The next one is hot dog, hamburgers, and tenders. When I made this list, I was thinking you're going to a baseball, going to a football, basketball game. And what are you getting? First of all, I'll start off on this one. Cutting. I don't know if this is because I actually don't know how it's going to go. I'm cutting a hamburger because I never get a hamburger at a game ever. Never. Football, baseball, basketball, not getting a burger. Oh, I actually put this wrong. That's not my list. And I'm benching tenders. At baseball games, I do get tenders more. Football games, I don't. Basketball games, I don't. But tenders is a solid bench. I like eating them at games. They're always a good go-to. Unlike hamburgers, I feel like they could be bad at some places and they're just not good. But I'm obviously starting a hot dog. I can get a hot dog anywhere. Hot dogs are just a go-to thing, in my opinion, at a game. Whether it's at a baseball park, growing up, I would go after a game, get a hot dog. When I'm at a football game, cheap hot dog, boom, fills you up. But yeah, that's my start bench cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually cut burger as well. I mean, who really gets a burger at a sporting event? Like,
I mean, I see a lot of people get burgers.
I mean,
other than tailgates.
Yeah,
tailgates.
You got the burger, you got the grill going, of course.
Yeah,
so you got the burgers, you got the plates with the chips and everything like that. But I mean, yeah, I do see people in burgers, but that's not like the main thing. So yeah, and then chicken tenders, I'm gonna bench them as well because there's a lot of people that that's just their go-to. They're always gonna pick chicken tenders, and chicken tenders are just easy because how I'm seeing it is more of, I mean, obviously you can hold the burger in one hand, But sometimes the burgers get messy. You need 2 hands, right? That's why you got to start the hot dog. Because the hot dog, you got the drink right here. Oh, let me act like I'm at a Rays game or something. So you got the
game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think professional here, Mike. So you got the drink here with your a little Pepsi logo on it or whatever. Then you got the hot dog right here, and you can hold it like this, drink like that. It's not like you got the burger where it's kind of like you got to take a big bite. It's like
that the game.
More.
Just chilling there.
And another thing too is, you mentioned UCF, dude. Students get like $1 or $2 hot dogs. Yeah,
$1 hot dogs. I remember at the games, I'd tell Kyle, "Go get me a hot dog." I'm not paying $6 for one when you're a student here.
Exactly. So obviously you got to go that. And I mean, with the chicken tenders, it really could go either way with a burger. But I mean, if it was me personally, it would really have to depend on what the burger is, because like you said, sometimes they don't make it right. Sometimes it could be too burnt. Sometimes it could be too hard, too messy. With a lot of like
then you have to like put all the condiments on, like you have to take the bun off with the condiments.
Yeah, whereas with me and a hot dog, I just need ketchup.
Yeah, just put ketchup, and you just don't even have to open it up. It's right there. You just put it on the top.
Exactly.
Easy.
And then with like the chicken tenders, you don't need all the condiments. You just put a little ketchup.
Yeah, you just put a little ketchup on the side.
Whatever, or if barbecue sauce if it's there.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, really.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, maybe people don't agree with us on all that, but it's just taste buds.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people get burgers at like sporting events.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't be like against it. Of course, I love a good burger. But if we're talking about like sporting events, I mean, I really can't. Honestly, if we're talking sporting events, I wish the burger wasn't on here. It was nachos, because I see so many people get nachos.
I should have put that. I could have put that.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh well, happens. But we're gonna wrap it up for the start bench cut, and we're gonna head into our final big segment other than draft day, and it is Sport of Tomorrow. Yay, it's back. This one I found, it's Ostrich Racing. I didn't find like an actual league or anything about it, but I thought I just saw it pop up on an ad. Actually,
is this in like Africa or Australia?
It's actually in America. it's mainly in America.
Wow, what are we doing, y'all? This is crazy.
Ostrich racing is a sport where people race each other on the backs of ostriches. They can also be ridden similarly as horses with wagons or special saddles, reins, or bits. It's a contest. It's said to be harder to manage than a horse. Well, when I read that, like obviously, like what do you sit on? Like, the ostriches are scary, dude. I don't know. I would not get close to one.
So I see why they're racing them.
Fast. But before the race starts, the ostrich jockeys stretch and examine the birds in the pens, which is similar to a horse race pen. Jockeys only wear helmets as their protective gear. Ostrich racing is very common in South Africa, like you said, and in the United States, particularly in Chandler, Arizona. It's also in Jacksonville, Florida. In Jacksonville, Florida, an ostrich farm was opened as a tourist attraction in 1892 and became one of the most visited and known attractions in the state. Ostrich racing also takes place in Virginia City in Nevada, the fairgrounds in New Orleans, Canterbury Park in Minnesota, Ellis Park in Kentucky, and Prairie Meadows in Iowa. Now, it's not common for some of the riders to topple. It's not uncommon, for some of the riders to topple on the ground while they're racing with their wagon, or if the bird gets too uncomfortable, it tries to wiggle its way around and out of the jockey's grip. I can just see someone just on the... I really can't imagine someone on top of an ostrich. Like,
it's a dangerous sport, man.
It's got to be. Like, how do you just... You're brave. Those things, pick at you.
Here's a picture. Or let's go to images real quick. So this is the wagon you're talking about, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's wagons.
But I mean, there's also this. There's
Yeah, most of the time now I saw that they sit on the back. They had to have some strength as an ostrich rider. Like, look, he's holding himself up on that.
Yeah. Not only that, but like, are you pulling on the bird like itself, like its feathers? Like that's gotta hurt the bird.
Oh look, there's someone that fell right there.
Good.
Dude, he's getting run over. He's getting trampled by those ostriches.
Bro, I don't think I've ever, maybe I have, in a zoo, but I don't really remember ever seeing an ostrich in real life.
No, they're not real.
They can't be, bro. Look at this
I've
thing.
never seen them.
Look how long that neck is, and it's a bird. What?
They can't even fly.
Well, a little bit. They can like fly, like they can like hover for like a few seconds, and then they have to like go down because they're so fat.
No, I've never seen an ostrich. I don't believe it's real. Only in videos.
Dude, look at this. Camel and ostrich racing.
Yo,
Who would win?
I mean, I camel race in Minecraft with times because there's camels in there.
That update came out?
Yeah.
Dang, I need to see that. Oh yeah, here's a little wagon. They look like a cute couple, you know. They're just going on a ride with their ostrich.
Their pet ostrich.
That looks so weird.
Dog,
like
look at how big their thighs are, dude.
Yeah,
they're chunky
almost
guys.
as big as mine. Almost. Look at this. This is an ostrich on the road, bro.
Dog, like they go set like 70 miles per hour, dude.
Yeah, we need to start riding ostriches to, you know, cut down on carbon emissions.
Get a pet ostrich. Problem solved right there. No more cars. Joe Biden, make it. Get ostriches for every family.
Me as president.
My first order as president of the United States. Ostrich.
Mandatory ostrich.
PETA would
gotta be hard to take care of.
PETA would hate us.
Nah, bro, you're not eating them.
No, I mean like PETA would hate. They're harming the ostrich.
Yeah.
That vegan teacher. Ooh. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course.
But that's ostrich racing, guys.
Very cool.
I just had to put that out there, and the first pick is going to go to me. Back to normal.
Just had to put that out there.
Just thought y'all would want to know about ostrich racing. But let's see. We're going to head into draft day. Best cartoon characters. We did best cartoon shows. Now we're going to do the characters because I didn't know what to do this week. Honestly, I was sitting there at my list of stuff. Like 50%, like more than 80% of it had check marks by it. I had to think. But with my first pick, I'm going to go with SpongeBob. Obviously, got to go SpongeBob.
Yeah. You know, like I'm sitting here and yeah, it's a different topic, but I feel like I've picked like these same people like over and over again. Like I think we even had, you know, like the best duos. So of course SpongeBob and Patrick are in it. Best kids shows. SpongeBob's there. We did best TV show main characters. SpongeBob was on there. It's like, bro.
Dude, I'm sorry, okay?
So with that, I'll pick something I've already picked before. Eric Cartman.
Guys, please, we're running out of ideas for these draft
Yeah, I need
days.
to start like helping out, man.
Let's see. You know, I'm gonna take stuff that I won't normally pick. So I'm going Mordecai. Someone Nick would pick.
Dang, yeah, what the freak. Man, I could really just like say some crazy stuff like if I really wanted to, because there's so many cartoon characters out there. You know, give me a classic Scooby-Doo, of course.
Dang, didn't think you'd pick that.
Me
Scooby-Doo. Hey, good live action movie too. The original.
Yeah, before Cartoon Network got it.
Yeah. With
when they made Fred have like brown hair, which made no sense.
Yeah. But with my next pick, I'm gonna go okay, I'll go this one. I'll go Rick from Rick and Morty.
Bet, bro. Bet. I'm gonna take just a goat, bro. This is a goated cartoon character, bro. Like the start of all cartoon characters, Mickey Mouse.
It's in the start of all cartoon characters.
Well, yeah, Oswald was, but yeah, it's fine.
No, I was thinking this one, Charlie Brown.
Dude, that came way after Mickey.
Charlie Brown, I thought was like in the 50s. 40s.
That was like 50. Yeah, Mickey and Oswald were made in like the 20s and 30s.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know about Mickey, but I know like Oswald.
I'll still take Charlie Brown though.
Charlie Brown, bro.
Hey, always makes my Christmas
Brown.
and Thanksgiving.
We've
Perfect.
definitely had Charlie Brown on some other list too. I just know it for a fact, bro. Dang, dude, yeah. So many crazy ones. Give me Dora.
You know what? You getting Dora? Give me Diego. Her cousin.
All right, give me Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
All right. How many picks are we doing, by the way? Because they're at 5 right now.
I guess 10.
All right. Give me Timmy Turner.
Nice. Give me Grunkle Stan.
Grunkle Stan. Great character. Great character.
I know.
Let me think. Give me Swiper.
Dang.
Swiper, no swiping.
Facts. Give me hold on, let me go to Google Images so I can get a better idea. Let's see here, bro. No, don't be getting any ideas. You probably made your own list, man.
Yeah, I do have my own list. I always come prepared.
Give me Bender from Futurama.
Bender, yeah. Futurama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
Would you take animated characters?
No, it has to be cartoon.
2D.
Yeah, like cartoon.
Dang.
So I already have that one. You already have that one. All right, give me which one? Give me who's more iconic? No, I'll just go this way. Give me Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Give me a baddie for whenever I was a kid, Kim Possible.
Yeah, bro. She was bad. All right, give me Tom from Tom and Jerry.
All right, give me the host of Total Drama Island. I forgot his name.
I don't know his name. Host.
How many picks do we have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more.
No, perfect. I know my last one.
Who is it?
I'm gonna let you pick first.
All right, give me Homer Simpson.
Give me just man, I mean, what a character this is. She even has her own theme park. Give me Peppa Pig.
All right, Peppa Pig, nice. All right, let's go over this teams. Team Mike, SpongeBob, Mordecai, Rick, Charlie Brown, Diego, Timmy Turner, Swiper, Dr. Doof, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Tom, and Homer Simpson. Team Nick, Eric Hartman, Scooby-Doo, Mickey Mouse, Dora, Bob, Grunkle Stan, Bender, Kim Possible, host of Total Drama Island, and Peppa Pig. I don't know his name, the host of Total Drama Island.
I forgot it too. It might be like Chris or something. I don't know.
But that
I feel like
is
he's a Chris.
Man, looks like a Chris.
Yeah,
dude.
he does.
Man, definitely a Chris. But that's gonna wrap it up for draft day. We're gonna head into the post game. So thank you guys so much for listening to this episode 56 of Against the Call. Make sure you check out all of our links down below: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of that. And make sure you check out OuttaPocket Sports with Jay's Fifth Down. He's killing it over there. The Uppercut coming at you every Friday with the latest news in the UFC world mainly, but also boxing. Make sure you check out all of their links as well, their TikToks, Instagrams, everything. But also check out our code on SeatGeek. You can use ATC for $20 off your first purchase. You can use our code Against the Call in all caps at www.w.gg for 10% off your next purchase. If you're feeling a little tired, just hit that up. And please just buy our merch, please. No, I'm joking. Just buy
We don't even like promote it. It's just like
it's nice.
It's just there in a box right there. Like,
right
hasn't moved in
right
months.
under my Sonic costume.
Just has not moved, bro. It's collecting dust, and we need to get on that. But yeah, as Mike mentioned with the ATC code on SeatGeek, you know, a lot of football games are going to be coming up, so we expect a lot of tickets to be bought from that. Hopefully,
I'm going to be using it.
Yeah,
I'm going to be using it for UCF this upcoming season.
Of course, and I mean the thing is, you know, with the ATC code and football coming up, which leads me into our next thing. You know, as the month progresses in August, we'll hopefully, you know, we're thinking mid-August we'll be back to 2 episodes a week. So make sure you guys look forward to that. Of course, we're going to keep up with the 1 episodes a week. There's still not a lot much happening, guys, but hopefully we're going to give you some really good content. A lot of our football predictions are coming up, so hopefully they pan out, you know, and hopefully some of them don't. But that's going to be it for this episode of Against the Call. Anything else, Mike?
You're saying with football season coming up, college obviously a lot, but we have a lot of stuff planned for NFL as well. I want to do something with our fantasy league. because we're going to have a lot of OuttaPocket Sports members in that, or we hope to have OuttaPocket Sports members in it. And we can just keep y'all updated, whether that's on OuttaPocket or here at Against the Call.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Mike's Locks will be returning. I know y'all missed them. Y'all needed them.
Yeah, bro. You needed to hear what Mike had to say and do the opposite.
Exactly. It did you right. It got you money if you listen. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next one.